about the ways that we deploy all these technologies to make sure that it's fair to everybody and nobody's left behind.
Thank you. Thank you. You're probably talking about just energy. So what is justice and versus technology? The technological giants would come up with very good technologies, would at least pilot where they can utilize hydrogen or ammonia, and so on and so forth. But the challenges of transition would come, and the solution would come probably by consumption, by either decreasing consumption or paying for the consumption. For Bangladesh, as an example, we produce one of the second highest makers of garments, but these garments are mostly going to Europe and the United States direction. And the end buyer must be willing to pay for the high cost of energy that's happening around the world as we move away from coal. For example, Bangladesh did not harness its own coal, whereas the rest of the world had harnessed their coal and moved into development. Bangladesh was, in my opinion, with a very big magnanimous mind, did not harness its own coal and moved into gas. But the LNG prices spiked to $40 per MMBTU immediately after the war on Ukraine. So one has to see it through. The consumer must pay for the production cost. If countries like Bangladesh, India, China, those who are the producer countries who have more population, have to supply. So that's one thought. The second thought is the world's economy is controlled by the United States of America and Europe and Japan. And yet the interest rates have been moved up in order to manage their mismanagement in the past in economics. But we suffer for that the most. Our interest rates have moved so for 5.5%, and for countries like Bangladesh, you would put in another 4 to 5%. It's country risk, political risk, so on and so forth risk. So it's 10% on an investment of the technologies that my colleagues over here are talking about. It would be impossible to collect that until the consumer is willing to pay for that. There has been, even today, on the long term, the LNG prices have moved up by 35%. Even after coming down, coming down by about 35% for the long term. That's LNG, which we are not being able to afford. Bangladesh now needs to spend about $10 billion a year in order to import LNG for today's needs. The future needs are going to be even more. So how do we address this mismatch of affordability and purchasing the zero carbon by 2050? This is the challenge that we have to harness, and as I mentioned in my last word, that the climate is not a single country, single company. It's a global issue. You cannot let, in the previous cases when colonial rule, or even immediately in the past post-colonial rule, people had thought that, okay, we will remain isolated. The migration laws of the United States, Europe. That's all right. The migration laws can be managed because there is a physical man moving from one place to another. Climate is not there. It's around the world. Wherever it is emitted, or wherever it is contained, or wherever it is sequestered. So we have to come up with technologies or monies, low-cost monies, for developing countries, poorer countries, to be able to join in this very, very noble and very right cause of zero emissions.
That's a fascinating one, and I think that's a really great challenge about